You are watching a special presentation from Tinkle Group Gaming. Hello guys and welcome here to the 7-Eleven IndyCar Series race number 13 here today from the Watkins Glen International Raceway. Today we present to you the Watkins Glen, or the IndyCar GP at the Glen. I'm Brian here in the booth with you. Starting from the pole today will be Reggie Fogelman in the number 26, and to his outside will be Samet Ozkan in the number 5. Of course, we get going. After today, there is only 5 races left in the season. So we're really getting into crunch time now. Of course, everyone's still chasing Austin Shaw in the number 48. Will anybody get closer to him today? Or will he expand his points lead going into Homestead? We'll find out in just a few moments as we'll take a look at your starting lineup, and when we come back, the green flag here from the Glen in just a moment. Here we go, we're out of the boot, we're on to turns 10 and 11 here at the Glen. Reggie Fogelman, Samet Ozkan, they are going to lead the field to green here today as the pace car will peel off. And the Watkins Glen GP is green. Reggie will clear going into the S's here. Of course, this is the high-speed part of the road course. These guys have not, IndyCar's not been to Watkins Glen since 2017. And Alexander Rossi was the most recent winner here at the track. Of course, hopefully they will return in the future, is my hope as a native New Yorker, but, you know, shit happens, I guess, right? The top 6 or 7 about single file there. And Reggie Fogelman's got quite a lead as we go through the final few corners. And he will lead the opening lap here at the Glen. Of course, as mentioned, after today, we go to Homestead. That'll be race number 14 of the season. And then, of course, we will go to Gateway. It's our second to last oval before the end of the season. So that should be a pretty big event there. A lot of high stakes, and of course Homestead too. Homestead's been quite a trek for this series. If if Tokyo, or if Twin Ring Motegi was any indication, it should be a good race. Of course, next week we will go to Montreal, Laguna Seca, and Auto Club. Those will be the final races of the season. So again, we got Homestead, Gateway, Montreal, Laguna Seca, Auto Club to wrap up the final 5 races of the season. I gotta tell you, Auto Club should be interesting. I don't think we ran there last season. Then Montreal is for sure a newcomer, just north of the border here. And Reggie's trying to run away with this. He's been good the second half of this season. He's really just trying to eat away as much of that points lead as he can on that number 48. Again, that's been the guy that everybody's been chasing here in recent weeks, or recent races rather. See right now, Austin Shaw back in 8th. He might lose 8th to Zach Fitzwater. He will not this time. But again, he's hanging on for dear life right now in a tight battle with Nikolai Sykes as well. And you see Fitzwater's faster. He knows he is. He's trying to make something happen. Back behind him, another pink car. That's the 27 of Aubrey Scott. Two teammates ahead. Lyle Austin, Casey Naneko. And you saw the battle there. Austin Shaw went to the outside. He's going to look inside now. And he's going to take the 7th position away, just maybe. And he will. So Austin Shaw, the points leader, up to 7th. And he's got two Chip Ganassi Racing teammates dead ahead of him. As Zach Fitzwater will now get around the 1. Lyle Austin, Casey Naneko, they're battling, but now Austin Shaw is coming into the picture. Again, Casey Naneko, a two-time winner this season. He's battling now with Daniel Voiles, the Indy GP winner. And that time by the 20, barely led that lap. But man, Reggie Fogelman is smoking everybody here today at the Glen. It is going to come down to pit stops for anybody to be able to beat him. And look at these Ganassi cars working together as we watch the battle for 4th unfold. And now the battle for 5th. Man, this battle back here is just intense. Everybody fighting for every last inch right now. And you see Lyle Austin will take 5th. The two pink cars side by side, Zach Fitzwater, Aubrey Scott. And Aubrey Scott will take the 7th position, or rather the 8th position away, but not so fast. Battle for 2nd is heating up between the 98, Jessica Strauss, the 5 of Samet Ozkan. But real quickly, we want to show you a lap around this Watkins Glen circuit as that lead just continues to expand for Reggie Fogelman. What is he doing right that others aren't? He got a 1:45.985 as his fastest lap. As you see there, he'll climb the S's. This is the highest speed part of the track. You see again, redlining in 5th gear. He gets up to 172. Now into the carousel. You can definitely carry a lot of speed as you now go into the boot and you enter through the chute, and then of course he'll make his way to the toe now. That is turn 7. And then he's into the actual boot part as he makes his way to the heel. He's going to hit like 140 right before he's got a break. And then right into the heel. And then he'll make his way to turn number 9. Now turns 10 and 11 right here. Back onto the regular circuit there. And that's essentially a lap around the Glen. See what he runs this time. 147, so you could tell the lap times are falling off. Meanwhile, I don't know what happened to the 5, but he got picked off on a couple of spots. Sorry, we like to show you a lap around the track, and I figured now was the best time to do it. But Samet Ozkan has dropped all the way to 5th. And Jessica Strauss will now begin her rundown of her teammate. Meanwhile, the Ganassi teammates are battling. Lyle Austin, Casey Naneko. And Naneko will hang on for now. Now these guys are going to have to get creative. It's going to be one stop in all likelihood for everybody. Does anybody maybe stay out an extra lap? I don't see why you would, seeing how much time has been lost in clean air on worn tires. But do you consider that? Do you consider pitting now? Could you have considered pitting last lap to potentially overtake or close the gap on the number 26? I think that's something that should have been considered, especially if he pits this time, which he's going to. So I feel that's going to be a missed opportunity for a lot of the field, as Jessica Strauss will stay out, as will the 9 and the 8. So again, I feel this is going to be a missed opportunity for almost the entire field. Reggie is the only car to have pitted. And normally, if this was an oval track, this would be dangerous, because he'd for sure lose a lap. But he's out and away. Again, under normal circumstances, that would be dangerous. But seeing that this is a road course, he's not going to lose a lap unless he does some extra work to the car, which there was no need to. So if caution comes out, he's going to be the beneficiary, as he will retain the lead. And you see Maxie Anderson on the pit lane, an issue for the 30. That's what I'm talking about right there. Unfortunate for that Ray Hall, Letterman, Lanigan team. But here we go. What's it going to be this time? Who's coming? Is everybody going to come in? We know the 98's coming in. So is the 9, the 8, 27, 48. 45, Karen James. Oh, I don't think she intended to stay out. Caution is out. And this is going to hurt a lot of cars. The 06, the 12, the 24, the 28 all got trapped. A bunch of leaders just got trapped. And that's an unfortunate break for Karen James and others. You see there, that top 5, they're going to go all the way to the back of this field. That is not what you want to see. Let's go see what happened. Daniel Voiles, just like Karen James, made the last second commitment and unfortunately got into 22 Michael Collins and then got into that outside wall. He hits the pit wall as he tries to pit, and that is a tough break for Daniel Voiles, a tough end to his day. We'll take you back to the green in just a moment. We told you what an unfortunate break that was going to be for those guys that ended up staying out or couldn't pit because of the caution. And Reggie Fogelman, the beneficiary, he will retain the race lead here after that cycle of stops. Jessica Strauss in second, Aubrey Scott in third. Good run for that 27 team. Andretti 1, 2, 3. Then you got the 2 Ganassis, Casey Naneko and the 8 of Lyle Austin. That's your top 5. We're back underway. Was trying to figure out what they were doing back there. That's what had me pause for a second. And you see here, there they all go. But will anyone be able to challenge Reggie Fogelman up front after that restart? It looks like the 98 will try. The Andrettis, if they just work together, they can be the 3 that fight this out and maybe sweep the podium. Jessica Strauss is faster this run. And we thought maybe she'd be able to run him down a little bit if the race stayed green, maybe make it somewhat interesting. But this restart now puts them in a battle of their own. See, she loses a little time in the toe. She's got to time it perfectly. But she can't sit there behind him. She's going to eat away at those tires. Here we go. We are going to come to 2 laps of racing to go here at the Glen. Can Reggie Fogelman hang on for his first win of the season? And this is where Jessica Strauss can eat away at this. See, she's slowly kind of losing time right there. Aubrey Scott not able to keep up with her teammates. But at the very least, she can try to hold on to this final podium spot and have Andretti sweep the podium here at the Glen. Here we go. We're going to come to the white flag this time. Through turn 11. It'll be 1 lap of racing to go at the Glen. presented by Mitchell's Memes. Jessica Strauss trying to get there, trying everything she can, but Reggie Fogelman for now just hanging on. Here we go. This is where she could close up. And she's trying hard, but that dirty air just not helping her right now compared to the 26 who has the clean racetrack ahead. Oh, she looked. Wasn't there. It's a game of cat and mouse here in the boot. She's going to have one more shot at this. Here we go. She could try and turn 10 if she can get a good exit. She's not going to get there. Through 10 and 11 for the final time. Reggie Fogelman, he's going to hang on, and he's going to get the win here today at Watkins Glen. Congratulations to the 26. Finally a winner this season here in the 7-Eleven IndyCar Series. But how's about this? And, you know, I get Jessica Strauss. She's probably not going to be very happy after losing that one. But Jessica Strauss can take this as a consolation prize. She finishes second in a sweep of the podium for Andretti Autosport here today at the Glen. 1, 2, 3. Then their next car is in 9th of Eli Wolf. Overall, great day for the Andretti bunch. Here's a lot of the attention has been on Ganassi for the start of the season. Now it appears that Andretti is coming to life mid-season here in the series. We want to thank you for watching. We're going to show you results in your standings, and we'll be back for race number 14 at Homestead. Until then, goodbye everyone.